much. We are quite elated and honored to be here with you, honorable people. When we were coming on the way, we were having a brief discussion. When we were told that we were actually going to be received by veterans, we were quite emotional about it, because veterans are one of the most respected people anywhere you go in any country, because these are people who have served diligently their countries to the best of their ability. And the importance of this model is you didn't just serve and just sit at home, but decided to collaborate and get yourselves together to be able to incorporate this wonderful cooperation that has yielded such a big dividend. Since our stay here, we've been seeing a lot of, we've been in a lot of institutions, cooperative institutions. We've been able to meet very inspirational people along the way, who are able to start things from fresh. And, fast forward 2025, it has become a household name in India, and even some are exporting globally. We were told on the way that you people also are doing the same thing. You started things from scratch, and you don't take it any dividend from government, which is quite impressive. And these are the models, like my comparator has said, these are the models that we really came here to benchmark, so that we'll try to replicate this in our countries. But like he also said, in Africa, we are very rich in natural minerals. We are very rich in soil fertility. We are very rich in so many areas. But however, we lack the human. We actually have the human capital, but we lack the expertise and the technologies needed to be able to really harness our own dividends. So it's very prudent that we also lend a hand to countries like India, who are known to be very progressive in these particular facets, to be able to see areas we could collaborate on, areas we would be able to cooperate on, to be able to have very prosperous exchanges. And I'm very elated, and I'm very optimistic that we will be able to realize that. So we're also urging companies that are within India, corporations like this that have actually been successful in their model, to also lend a hand to our beautiful continent. Africa is vast, and there's a lot of opportunities in our respective countries. I can say here, if you look at the representation here, you'll see almost every continent is here present, which shows a lot of respect that we have for this particular institution. And we hope that we won't just stop here, but we'll also practicalize what we've learned here by having those relevant exchanges from, like you said, from Nigeria to Namibia, to Qatar, Oman. All of us are here from the Gambia, Republic of the Gambia, which I represent as a lawmaker. So it's very important that during our stay also, not only in farming and also in cooperatives, we were able to interlink the policy and the legislative advancement that you guys also have, to be able to also incorporate it in our countries. And we hope that this is the beginning of a very wide cooperation between our countries, that is Africa, and also the Middle East, and also India and Asia as well, to really practicalize the word cooperation. Like our Secretary General said, Secretary General of ARDO said a very important statement during his speech. He says that we should start incorporating SMEs, MSMEs, and cooperation by saying cooperative SMEs, but not cooperation and SMEs. So it's very important, and we are quite elated to be here, and we hope that this will be the beginning of a wider cooperation between India and Africa, and also all the other countries that are present here. So on that note, we'd like to draw the curtain.
Thank you, Hospitality, the warm welcome being extended us.
Thank you.
And we are so much impressed. And by seeing what we have seen here today, gives us a different insight, a different understanding as to how cooperative works around the world. We believe, from what we have gathered, the inspirations gives us a feeling that cooperative is the future of the world, because economies, if people are to be raised out of poverty, I think cooperative is a strategy to go. And we are very inspired by all that you've done. And we're grateful that we take this learning out of here into our different contexts. So we are so pleased, and we're very thankful to Bunicom and ARDO for facilitating this process. And all the delegates you see from 32 countries to have come here, I think this is just incredible, so much incredible. And we are grateful to the management team of this facility, the learnings, the different labs, the different aspects of plant growth and development. And that translated to wealth, the economy being improved. So I want to say thank you very much for the honor and the hospitality.
Namaskar, namaste everyone. This is my first time visiting India. I really love it. I really love the high trees, the big nature, the big cooperatives, and I really love how people are just encouraging each other and coexisting with each other, coexisting also with the nature here in India. I have been pleasured and honored by the visiting these cooperatives, and I hope you all the best. Thank you very much.
Do you like Indian agriculture?
Of course. I'd love to see more cooperation between our country and your country, because your country, that cooperative sector in India has proved that it is really successful business model, and the cooperation between people makes miracles.
हिंदी शॉर्ट में चलो। प्रथम तो मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा वैकुंठ भाई मेहता नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट पुणे, इन्हीं के माध्यम से ये जो सहकार कोऑपरेटिव मूवमेंट था 10 दिन का उनका टूर था, उसी में से उन्होंने काफ़ी जगह पे विजिट किया और काफ़ी जगह विजिट करके सुबह ही वो सह्याद्री फार्म से विजिट करके यहाँ पे आए। उन्होंने 1.5-2 घंटे के अंदर जो यहाँ पे वेंकटेश्वरा फार्म अजंगवडेल मालेगांव इस प्रोजेक्ट को विजिट किया, तो उन्होंने जो देखा और समझा और उन्होंने जो बात की कि निवृत्त जवान निवृत्त होने के बाद कुछ नहीं कर पाता है, मगर इस वेंकटेश्वरा कोऑपरेटिव पावर एंड एग्रो प्रोसेसिंग लिमिटेड इस संस्था के अंदर निवृत्त जवान और किसान लोगों ने 528 एकड़ खेती के अंदर जो खेती और खेती से पूरक दुय्यम व्यवसाय किया है, तो दुय्यम व्यवसाय नहीं, इस खेती को पूरा व्यापार में तब्दील करके दिया हुआ है। कि उन्होंने बोला कि जब हम यहाँ पे आके देख रहे हैं कि जो 1,500 गिर गाय के गोबर के माध्यम से पंचगव्य अगरबत्ती, इको फ्रेंडली नेचुरल पेंट और बाकी जो बाय प्रोडक्ट है, बायो CNG है, वर्मी कंपोस्ट है, और सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि किसान भाइयों के लिए उन्होंने ये जो यहाँ पे एक अत्याधुनिक जो सॉइल टेस्टिंग, वाटर टेस्टिंग और PTO का जो लैब खड़ा किया है, रिसेंटली जो अमित भाई जी आके उन्होंने जो उद्घाटन किया है, तो ये उनको सबसे बड़ा अच्छा लगा। क्योंकि किसान भाई को खेती करने के लिए खेती को जो सप्लाई करना है, खेती अच्छी करनी है, तो सॉइल टेस्टिंग करना बहुत जरूरी है, तो उनको बहुत अच्छा लगा। उन्होंने पूरा प्रोजेक्ट देखने के बाद जवान की बहुत तारीफ की है कि निवृत्त होने के बाद देश की दोबारा सेवा कर रहे, रक्षा कर रहे और देश में सहकार से समृद्धि के तत्व पे ये जो कार्य कर रहा है, इनको बहुत अच्छा लगा। तो उन्होंने सभी को बहुत सारी शुभकामनाएं दे रही है।
क्या हुआ हमारे देश के साथ में कुछ कारोबार का?
सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि उन्होंने जो अभी 2 घंटे के अंदर जो बातचीत हुई, तो उन्होंने ये देखने के बाद बोला कि हमारे कंट्री के अंदर ऐसा ही कार्य होना चाहिए, ऐसी खेती होना चाहिए, ऐसा व्यापार होना चाहिए जो सहकार से समृद्धि के तत्व पे हो रहा है। तो उन्होंने बोला कि हम जरूर आप लोगों के साथ में, हमारे कंट्री के अंदर जो बन रहा है वो इस कंट्री में कम है, तो आपने यहाँ पे लेना चाहिए, और आपके कंट्री के अंदर तो ढेर सारे प्रोडक्शन जो हो रहा है वो ज्वाइंट वेंचर के माध्यम से आपने हमारे यहाँ पे सप्लाई करना चाहिए। इसके लिए हम अपने मंत्रालय के अंदर जरूर बात करेंगे ताकि ज्वाइंट वेंचर के साथ में देश के अंदर, विदेश के अंदर आदान प्रदान हो सके।